Okay, so we just have one break tonight, guys. It will take us a little while, though, because it's Topps Update Series Jumbo. And you probably remember, because we've broken this before, there are tons of cards in this, so it'll take us a little while to get through it. Give me just a second here, and as soon as I get my chat to load on the iPad, we'll get started. But in the meantime, I can go ahead and put up the spreadsheet while I am waiting on everything to get rolling here on the iPad. So tonight will be 3 boxes, which is a half case of 2017 Topps Update Jumbo Baseball. That half case break number 5, so the 5th time we've broken it. All the rest of it we did back closer to when it came out, and I found a little stashed back of this and of wax that I had forgotten to list. So we'll be doing this again coming up over the days ahead. So our eBay end date was tonight, December 2nd, our live stream schedule. Also Saturday, December 2nd, starting at 10:15 Eastern. You'll see the team names on the left, winning bidders across from it on the right-hand side. And there are a lot of teams in here, guys, that are listed as no bids buyback, but those are actually pending sale all to the same buyer, who sent me a message by way of eBay asking to buy those. So assuming that payment comes in by way of PayPal, those teams will head off to that individual. So here's what's going to happen. Since this is a brand new case, I'm going to open it up. We're going to take all the boxes out, and then I will number them on the end. And random.org will decide for us which 3 we open tonight versus which 3 we open sometime in the next week or so when I list the back half of this box, or this case rather. And then somewhere along the way I'm still going to need to get the case of wax out too, which is just, you know, it's also Topps Update, but it's the regular hobby boxes instead of the jumbos. So a case of those alongside this is what I found that I got to get listed. And then, of course, we've got coming up in the days ahead, we have got some Leaf, it's not Valiant, it's, or is it Valiant? No, it's Leaf Metal Draft. Leaf Metal Draft coming up. We'll have some Bowman's Best Baseball, or Bowman's Draft coming up. Bowman's Best is actually towards the end of the month, but Bowman Draft comes up first. Meanwhile, let's go ahead and figure out which boxes we're going to be opening up tonight out of the 6 possibilities. And if my stupid computer would cooperate with me, it would be helpful. It's trying to do some kind of scan or something, which is just aggravating because I don't want it to do that right now. But it wants to do it anyway. All right, so you will see there our boxes for tonight are 2, 6, and 1. So boxes 1, 2, and 6 we're going to be opening tonight, and that means how convenient 3, 4, and 5 will be opened the next time. And I am actually going to move these over for half a second because I'm going to change the focus, and I have found sometimes when I leave something setting in front of it, when I do this, it seems to kind of mess up the lighting. So the background just went out of focus a little bit. That is nothing to worry about. That's going to let us take a look at the cards up nice and close without having to worry about all that pesky zooming in and out when it's left on autofocus. So in each one of these boxes, we're going to find 1 autograph and a couple of relic cards. One of them will be a regular relic, and the second one will be a manufactured relic. We should probably find some short prints and other odds and ends in here along the way. And at one point in time, I remembered what most of the short prints were. Of course, that was a while back, and I have opened a lot of stuff in between. So I don't know for certain if I'm going to pick out every single short print tonight or not, but we'll do our best. All the meaty stuff is in the middle, so that's the easy part to remember. And of course, you know, lots of base. So we will kind of go through our base at a pretty good clip because there is a tremendous amount of it. I went a little Bellinger rookie. And you know what? While I'm at it, this card here, and there's another one similar to this. It's obviously got players from two different teams on it, the Orioles and the Indians. And there should be enough of those to go around, i.e., half will go to the Orioles and half will go to the Indians. But I'm going to set those aside and we'll just make sure that that is the case at the end of the break. And if for some reason there's not an equal amount to go around, then we'll figure out how to deal with them at that point. So this Jake Lamb is probably a short print. I've got to look. I don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Let me check the... No, I guess it isn't. All right. So I guess the Jake Lamb is not, apparently. But we at least are starting with our inserts because we're to the nice little center part of this. So first up was the George Springer walk-off. And then we have the foil card here for the Angels with the Ben Revere, Bo Jackson, Untouchables. And then I think we're now back to our regularly scheduled programming, so to speak. But of course, you know, if you see something go by, even if I don't recognize it as the short print or call it out as the short print as we go, of course, you know that it's going to be included if it's for your team. So you're going to get it either way. This is another example of a card with two different teams on it. We have the Rangers and the Astros. That, again, I'm going to set off to the side there, and we'll make sure that throughout the course of the break that we find enough to send some of that to each team. And if for some reason we don't find enough, then we'll deal with the distribution of them before we sign off tonight. Nice little Christian Arroyo rookie. And that actually, no, I guess that's not a short print either. I don't know why some of these look like they are to me. Like I said, it's been a while since I've broken it. Hi, Eagles fanatic. How are you? We have a Moncada foil for rookie for the Sox. The Billy Williams insert. Nolan Ryan. That one will be a short print. It's a photo variation short print. The Jeff Hoffman. And then back to the races with our regular cards. See, it's starting to come back to me. It just takes me a minute after I haven't broken it in a while. It takes me a minute to look back through and think, how is the jumbo set up again? But we're getting there. We're getting there. Yeah, I don't know how I didn't manage to get this broken earlier. I think, well, I kind of do. I stuck it somewhere underneath something else and kind of forgot that I had it. It's kind of what happened. Every once in a while, stuff gets shuffled back, and I don't mean for it to. This is one of those examples. Another Bellinger base rookie that went by, another Bellinger. You'll notice that this has kind of that sort of an army green or pea green coloring on it. When you see that down there, you know those are going to be numbered to 2017. Topps continues on with that tradition. Whatever year it is, that's what they number it to. Walk-off insert. Conforto photo variation short print. Untouchables insert. Strasburg numbered to 66. And then back on track with our regular cards. Oh, you're waiting on some breaks tonight? Yeah, I'm not doing much tonight. Just the Topps update here. The jumbos, that's the only break I'm doing tonight. However, I did get, Eagles fanatic, I can't remember if you were one of the people that asked me about when I was going to get Prism Basketball listed, but I did get some of it listed tonight, if that was you. Mike Witt, that we'll find a bunch of these that say Rediscover Topps. These are buyback cards, literally the original card from whatever year it came out that Topps bought back and then stamped Rediscover Topps on it. And that Rediscover Topps can be in a bunch of different colors, and the color has to do with the rarity of it. And I think the silver is the most predominant color, but I don't honestly remember all of the correlations because there's like silver and gold and copper and I think maybe blue, and I don't know. There are a lot of them anyway. 2017 Prism Football. I did that when it came out, and I don't think I have any of that left. I think I did all of that at the time, and I'm not even sure if the people I buy from, if they even have any 2017 Prism Football. But I can check. I'll check with him next week and see if he does. Boone Logan to 2017. Carlos Correa, all Rookie Cup insert. Jordan Montgomery photo variation short print. Dylan Bundy 30th anniversary. One of our hits, our relic for Justin Turner for the Dodgers. So we'll still have a manufactured relic to go, and also the autograph card out of this particular box. We haven't found either of those yet. But you know, if you like Prism Football, Eagles Fanatic, we've got Optic Football coming up in the not too distant future. I don't remember the exact release date, but I don't think it's super far away. Leon Durham, that's a copper color buyback, Rediscover Topps. And of course, just keep in mind on all of those buybacks, they're going to have varying degrees of wear on the corners and edges and whatnot, because somebody's had them somewhere stashed away until Topps bought them back, so they don't come out minty fresh. Steve Pierce, that is numbered to 2017. Javier Baez. Paul Goldschmidt, that is the photo variation short print. Untouchables, here's our manufactured relic. And that is Miguel Cabrera, numbered to 99. So now just looking for our autograph hit in this box. Yeah, Optic is pretty sweet. I enjoy breaking Optic. I don't remember. I know I've got at least a couple of cases of Optic coming. I might have more than that. I can't really remember how much Optic I ordered. And I do think at one point I ordered more than they were going to be able to give me. And I think that's one of the ones where they cut me back. Where I had originally requested like 4 or 5 cases, and I might have gotten cut back to 2 or 3. But I'll have to double check on that. It's a good question to check that out on Monday when he gets back. They don't always give you what you want. Sometimes you get less than what you ask for. In fact, lots of times you do. A.J. Ellis, numbered to 2017. A little Willie McCovey, all Rookie Cup. Sandy Koufax for the Dodgers. That is the photo variation short print. And Amir Garrett for our 30th anniversary for my Cincinnati Reds. And a little announcer dude, so we'll set him aside as well, because we'll give all those out by way of random when we get to the end of the break. Yeah, honestly, I was lucky to get what I got of Prism Basketball, because, you know, that thing has been, well, first of all, it was super hard to get this year because Panini didn't make very much of it. And then secondly, as you know, instantly when it came out, the price jumped even higher than it had already been. I mean, it's up to over $3,000 a case now if you want to buy it. I think probably, you know, it's 300 or 3 something a box. That's just for the regular, not even the first off the line. And I have two full cases of hobby, and then 4 loose boxes, so a third of a case of loose boxes, and then 3 of the first off the line boxes. Decent amount of it, but we'll see how it breaks. Well, decent amount of it considering how scarce it was to get. I mean, being that it's Prism, I would have liked to have had more, but I tried to get more, and they said no. Of course, I know a lot of people that didn't get any, so I guess I should be glad that I got what I did as far as that goes. Christian Aurora insert. A Hernandez foil card for the Reds. Little Chipper Jones photo variation short print for the Braves. Untouchables for the Jays. Jesse Winker, yay! I love pulling Jesse Winker autograph hit for the Reds. That's so awesome. And surprisingly, really not a lot of Jesse Winker autograph hits out there. I mean, I'm sure there are more out there, but he's been a relatively tough pull throughout. So I'm kind of happy. I should have put those in the sleeve as well. I'm kind of happy we hit that for the Reds. It's a pretty sweet little deal there for Mr. Jesse Winker. All right, so that is all of the hits that we're doing in this box, but of course, we're still going to look through the rest of them to see what other short prints and interesting things we might find. Oh, Freeman, you say you've seen tons of Jesse Winker in Update. I really have not. You know, we've broken how many cases of this already? This is break 5, so I've broken 2 cases of Jumbo already. I don't think I pulled him at all that I remember in the first 2 cases of Jumbo. And in general, just really have not pulled him this year. Not very often, anyway, with the autograph. So I'm happy to see it come out anyway. Hopefully the Reds team owner is happy to have it too. Well, may as well just flip the whole stack. Boog Powell for the Mariners. That one will be numbered to 2017. Joe Morgan, All Rookie Cup. Clayton Kershaw for the Dodgers, photo variation short print. Dexter Fowler, our 30th anniversary. And then we're in with our base. Oh, Eagles, you are asking me what other football breaks. You know, we've got something coming out, I think, this week. Maybe Preferred. Is Preferred this week? Probably it is. But I won't probably break it until the weekend because I think I've already got most of the week filled up. That's a Rediscover Topps with a kind of copper colored foil stamp on that one. And then beyond Preferred, I think Preferred is the only thing that I remember coming out this week. But of course, we've got Contenders football comes out towards the end of the month, and I know there's another football release or two that come out in December. I just can't think what they are off the top of my head. And then, of course, I've got a lot of just odds and ends football, you know, the one-box breaks and stuff, like the black gold and black and plates and patches and all that. I got to get some of that listed, too. This is numbered to 2017 for the Padres. Daniel Murphy, Ryan Healy with our short print photo variation. Untouchables. I think that Santana's a regular card, yeah. But really part of the reason I haven't done a lot of memorabilia lately, you know, like the signed helmets and the signed jerseys, as well as the one-box breaks, is honestly, this seems to be the time of year when you get a lot of people on eBay that aren't on eBay any other time of the year, and they don't read what's written. That is a gold. I think I would call that a gold color on that Rediscover Topps. So they don't read what you have written, and they'll just bid on it anyway and think that they're buying like, you know, a Steelers signed helmet or a Steelers signed jersey or something like that. And then you get in, you know, there's enough of that going around without it being the holidays. People that don't know what they're bidding on and don't read anything in the description. And then after the break, they come back and file cases and get their money back and leave you negative feedback and all that other fun stuff. So I'm just kind of trying to avoid a little bit of that by not listing as much of that stuff right now because it's the holidays and because I know that it will attract kind of that sort of possibility. So kind of holding off on some of that. Charlie Morton to 2017 for the Astros. Tony Perez with the All Rookie Cup. Trey Turner with our photo variation short print for the Nats. Corey Kluber, I call that the negative insert. Now, I don't know if it's really technically, if Topps calls it that, but that's what it looks like to me. It looks like a black and white negative. So, Segura for the Mariners in our 30th anniversary parallel. And then the last of our base from the first box of 3 that we're opening tonight. Shipping-wise, guys, I don't think I remember to say this earlier. I would expect that this will ship most likely on Wednesday. And that is give or take a day. So, in other words, it could slide out the door, you know, on Tuesday. It could also, a couple of them might not make it on Wednesday and might roll into Thursday. But I anticipate probably Wednesday. I did get a lot of stuff out today, but the post office closes early on Saturdays, so they close at 3, so I didn't get out nearly as much as I normally would when they stay open until 7, but I did manage to get a fair amount out today. But there's still lots of other stuff that's got to get out the door before we get to this. And I don't know why the lighting is kind of weird tonight. I'm going to slightly change that camera angle because I do keep seeing the lighting is like, you know, popping and like really hot, and then it isn't. And I don't know what's going on with that. So we'll see if changing the camera angle helped fix that. Maybe it did. I guess it didn't because I see it's still kind of doing it. So I guess it did not. I guess it did not fix it. It's just so weird to me because, you know, I break in the same spot every single night. And some nights you don't have that happen. And then other nights the lighting will be super weird for nobody knows what reason. So who knows? One of the great mysteries of life. Numbered to 2017 for the A's. Billy Hamilton. Don Mattingly for the Yankees is our photo variation short print. Untouchables insert. A little Jordan Montgomery, but I think, is that the regular? That might be a, I don't know. I think that might be a variation of his standard photo, but it's not the short print one for sure. And we're right around the corner from Panini Elite Extra Edition, too. It comes out, is that next week? That might be a next week thing. That might show up on the middle of this upcoming week. I know there's a lot of different things coming out. Bowman Draft is for sure the upcoming week. And my preferred football, I'm pretty sure, is the upcoming week. Court Kings basketball, I think, is also this week, and maybe Elite Extra Edition as well. There's a lot of stuff coming out. Numbered to 2017 for the Mariners. George Springer with the All Rookie Cup. Nice little Josh Bell for the Pirates, short print photo variation. 30th anniversary Haniger course, Bowman's Best is like right around, I want to say it's right after Christmas or right after, either right before or right after Christmas, I think, is Bowman's Best. That's what I would call the copper color stamp on there. That Rediscover Topps Billy McMillan. So I think that we have a lot of stuff coming out before we get to the end of December. A lot. And they always do that, and you kind of wonder, like, why do you have to jam everything in there between Thanksgiving and Christmas? I guess because they figure they'll also get holiday shoppers, I suppose. But yet, at the same time, it is so much product coming out at once, it's really hard to take it all in and to get it all broken that quickly. Because, you know, everybody's traveling for the holidays and shopping and doing all kinds of stuff. I would just rather them maybe spread things out a little bit. Another Bellinger rookie. This is to 2017 for the Marlins. Chris Bryant All Rookie Cup. Francisco Lindor is our photo variation short print. Little Jesse Winker 30th. Not autographed, that one. And I think Buchholz is back to our regularly scheduled programming. Yes, that's back to a base card, our regular base cards. I did not go to Reds Fest. Did you go, Eric? I didn't do anything this weekend so far but work. I am so far behind on everything, I feel like. Not just, you know, card break stuff. I'm really actually on schedule for card break stuff, but everything else with work and around the house and just in general, holiday shopping, the whole 9 yards. I feel like I'm just behind on everything right now, so I didn't do anything but work on the vast multitude of things I have to get done between now and Christmas. As my family, we actually do Christmas a little early. I have my sister comes in with her husband from Pittsburgh, and they can only get a pet sitter for their dogs up through like the 23rd of December. So they always come in and we do everything with them early. So I have to get all my shopping and stuff done ahead of time. That is a foil card for Ian Happ for the Cubs. Little Ian Happ rookie. Tanaka for the Yankees on the All Rookie Cup. Daniel Murphy for the Nats is our photo variation short print. Orlando Arcia for the Brewers. I told you we'd find another broadcaster. And there he is. Stick him over there in that pile so we can award those by way of random a little bit later on. Oh, you got a lot of autographs. Oh, you missed out on Senzel and Green. Oh, you got the prospects. Well, 21 balls signed. Wow. That is nice, man. You got, there's a Judge rookie. You got 21 balls signed. That is awesome. I'm sorry that you did not get Hunter Green because, of course, we all think, anybody who's a Reds fan, I think we all believe universally that Hunter Green is going to, like, come save our franchise. But if you got a lot of other prospects, I'm sure we've got some other good ones as well besides just Hunter and Nick. But that's awesome. That sounds like that was a lot of fun, Eric. Sorry I missed it. But, you know, in addition to all the stuff going on around here, the normal stuff, a family member had surgery day before yesterday for some stage 2 cancer, so had to kind of set aside some time for that too. So it's been one of those weeks where I've been super busy and didn't get everything done that I would have liked to. It's a Benintendi rookie. Dodgers to 2017. Morales for the Jays. Yu Darvish for the Dodgers is our photo variation short print. Untouchables for the Orioles, and then the Cubbies, just a team card there. Was it crowded, Eric, at Reds Fest? I mean, the weather was pretty decent today, so I would expect it was probably pretty well attended. I think that's kind of like a bluish color, kind of an aqua, actually. But if you're keeping track of those Rediscover Topps stamps, that's probably considered blue. I doubt Topps would call one aqua. You never know, but that's just, I don't think that they would anyway. So I'll get the back half of this case listed probably about this time next week, more than likely. There's a Newcomb rookie insert, followed by a foil insert for the Rays. Nice little Chris Sale photo variation short print for Boston. Untouchables for the Astros, our manufactured relic coming out for Miguel Cabrera Tigers. Which wasn't he our first manufactured logo too? I think he was. But this one is numbered, and the first one I think was numbered. This one obviously is not. Yes, yeah, I can believe that. So, guys, if you're not, if you ever wonder, like when I'm having these chat conversations, if you can't see chat on your side, I think from what I've been told, I believe you have to be logged into YouTube to be able to even see the chat. You don't have to necessarily participate in it, but if you want to be able to read it and all that, I think you have to be logged in. But in case you're not logged in, what Eric said is that Reds Fest was packed. And that when they announced Hunter Green, that pretty much the whole building shifted at once to his line, which, you know, you can imagine, yeah. Because Hunter Green is a highly anticipated prospect in the Reds farm system, to say the least. Of course, out of the prospects, he and Nick Senzel are the ones everybody's chasing, if you're a Reds fan, anyway. Yandy Diaz to 2017 for the Indians. Mitch Haniger. Ryan Zimmerman, our short print photo variation. Untouchables for the Indians. And that is, I guess we're back to normal. Sometimes there'll be another card at the back there that is an insert, and sometimes they're just the normal cards. And when another Aaron Judge rookie went by. Of course, you know, for he and Cody and most of the other high-profile rookies in here, there's multiple options for their cards. There's several different pictures for their rookie cards, which is typical of Update. You know, you'll normally find more than one for the best and brightest rookies. A couple of Bellingers just went by. Two different views on that one as well. Numbered to 2017 for the Braves. Puig for the Dodgers All Rookie Cup. Jose Altuve is our photo variation short print for the Astros. Barreto for the A's. And our relic, our All-Star Game relic, Carlos Martinez for the Cardinals. So we still have our autograph to find in this box, right? Yeah, I don't think we found our autograph yet. But along the way in Update, and some of the others that we've had breaks with, we've definitely pulled some nice stuff, including some Bellinger. It was redemption though, but still. He's floating around in here, so one of the more inexpensive breaks where you can, excuse me, where you can potentially acquire a nice signed Bellinger rookie, and where you can pick up lots of rookies for he and Aaron. Just base rookies, you know what I mean. For the Twins, Chris Heston on the foil card. Noah Syndergaard for the Mets, all rookie cup. Orlando Arcia is our photo variation short print. Flip that back over because I thought, yeah, this, I don't know how well you can tell, but this bottom corner down here on the right, it's got like a little bend, almost like, well, it's definitely a bend, and it's like a little bit of a paper separation even, and I don't really think it's particularly showing up on here very well. Maybe you can see it right there, but anyway, that lower right corner has some issues. Michael Fulmer 250. Sierra 30th anniversary. Sometimes I won't catch things like the corner on that card when we're doing the break live, and I don't see them until we're sorting, but if I do see them while we're live, I generally try to point it out so everybody's aware. Another Judge rookie. So I would say we have to find our autograph in here because we're on the last pack of this box and we haven't found it yet. So it's got to be in here. Another Bellinger. Morales for the Blue Jays to 2017. Tanaka. Manny Margot in the photo variation short print for the Padres. Untouchables, Steve Carlton for the Phillies. And our hit is for the Braves, Sean Newcomb, one of the insert variations. So the Braves with a little signature hit. Then, of course, we're going to have one box left to go, which is still 500 cards, you know. I mean, there's a lot of cards in each of these jumbos. That Rediscover Topps is in a silver stamp for the Rangers. It's definitely got some soft corners and things of that nature. But on older cards like that, I mean, good grief, they virtually all are going to have some signs of handling. All right, last box. Even so, it will take us a while. I'm going to go on and move that Topps, Rediscover Topps up to the front so we can just get it out of the way. I saw it hanging out there on the back of that pack. And it is Ty Griffin for the Cubbies in what I'm going to say is probably the gold color stamp. All right, so we are going to have plenty of our cards of each of the ones that have two teams on them to split them up between the two teams, so we shouldn't have any problems with that. Logan Verrett for the Orioles to 2017. Max Scherzer. Jacob Faria is our photo variation short print. Untouchables, of course you guys know, the old Montreal Expos are the current Washington Nationals, so any card you see that comes out for the Expos will head off to the Nationals. And all that kind of stuff, if you haven't ever noticed it before, it is all at the bottom of the listing description. It's down there in an area called Special Circumstance, and it will have, you know, all that kind of stuff, like what happens if a franchise moved and renamed, and where do the cards go, and what if they're in a college uniform or an all-star uniform, etc. So all that stuff's down there. If you haven't ever looked at it, you might want to check it out sometime. I just think it should be written, you know, just so there's never any question about it. If it comes up during a live break, that it's handled the same way every time because it's written that way. Hochschild for the Rangers to 2017. Glover, Carlos Correa is our photo variation short print for the Astros. Untouchables for the Dodgers. Bradley Zimmer is some type of not normal base card. Not 100% sure that it's a short print, but I also don't think it's a straight up base. Well, I was going to try to get that flipped over, but I bet, yeah. Yeah, I should have. Well, I did sort of predict that that would be what would happen. Anytime they go multiple directions and I try to get them all going one direction, inevitably, somewhere along the way, they'll still be going the other direction. For the Mariners to 2017. Orioles, Eddie Murphy, all rookie cup. Miguel Sano is our photo variation short print. That's for the Twins. Mr. Andrew Benintendi, their 30th anniversary insert. Our first relic out of this box is our All-Star Game relic. And it's for Joey Votto. Yay! Speaking of the Reds. Nice little Joey Votto relic. That makes me happy. Well, if I could find the right size sleeve, that would make me even happier. There we go. So we might be breaking our, we might break our streak tonight of 1 of 1s. You know, we've been on a little roll here the last week or so where we've hit a lot of 1 of 1s in various breaks, and it's kind of hard to hit 1 of 1s in update. So I think we might, our streak might be temporarily on hold tonight. We maybe get it going again soon with a different break. Of course, you never know. We could still pull a 1 of 1 out of this, but I'd say the likelihood is lower. For the Nationals to 2017, Sammy Solis, Ozzie Smith, all rookie cup. Corey Seager for the Dodgers is our photo variation short print. Mr. Mike Trout, our 30th anniversary insert for the Angels. And then we're back to the base. Giants in kind of the gold, or copper, I would say, actually, maybe kind of the copper color rediscover tops on that one. Whoops, that was smart. I hit the cord and it changed the direction of the camera. It's so testy, like you don't even have to hit the camera. You just hit the cord. You don't even have to really hit the cord. You just kind of touch the cord and the camera just moves right along with it. That is not a great design element, I will tell you, because it is so easy to hit that cord. As we know, because I do it practically every night. Chris Archer, foil variation. Andre Dawson, Expos, which goes to the Nationals. A nice little Moncada photo variation short print for the White Sox. Syndergaard, our 30th anniversary. And another announcer dude, which we'll put over there and deal with towards the end of the break. Actually, my little stack is askew over there. All right, we're getting there, guys. We're making some serious progress. Another little Benintendi rookie. Glove work. Foil card for Kenley Jansen, Dodgers. Molina is our photo variation short print for the Cardinals. Untouchables for the Red Sox. And our manufactured relic, let me just get a sleeve for that. Our manufactured relic is Josh Donaldson for the Blue Jays. Little Alex Bregman rookie went by there. Another Aaron Judge base rookie. For the Marlins, Jeff Locke to 2017. Andrew Benintendi glove work insert. Sean Newcomb with the photo variation short print for the Braves. Untouchables for the Angels, Bartolo. I think that's, yeah, now we're back to the regular base cards. You know, they've already started announcing that at least the places I buy from, that all of the Bowman for next year is going to be harder to get and in short supply. I'm assuming that that everybody's just anticipating that Ohtani will be part of the sets. So then we'll have to hope that Topps does include him. I can't imagine that they wouldn't, but you know, since he's coming early and leaving $200 million on the table, by the way, he can only sign a minor league contract when he comes over. So I guess we'll be off to the races with that. Pierce Johnson, Cubs to 2017. Tim Raines, All Rookie Cup. Expos, which is, of course, Nationals. A little Cal Ripken Jr. photo variation short print for the Orioles. Ian Happ, rookie for the Cubbies, 30th anniversary. But it's kind of, you know, it is bold to already be announcing that all of the Bowman for 2018 is going to be allocated. Because it's usually, you know, it's just been, it was so hard this past year to get a lot of baseball, a lot of the different baseball in any kind of quantity. It's difficult to get. And so I think the general consensus was that we would be more back to normal this upcoming year. You know, where maybe you pre-order a little and then you just pick up the rest as you need it. But I guess not. We're going to have to pre-order it all again this year, which, man, ties up a lot of cash. A lot of cash. Mitch Moreland for the Red Sox to 2017. Bradley Zimmer, rookie insert. Eric Thames is our short print photo variation for the Brewers. Untouchables for the Giants. Our autograph hit for the Dodgers. It's not the Dodger you wanted, I know. You got Rob Sedgden, and I know who you wanted. I'm sorry. I'm glad, you know, we got you a hit, Dodgers, but I know it's not who you wanted, and I wish it had been. And similarly for the Yankees, I know, of course, you guys wanted Aaron, and I was hoping we would find at least, you know, a relic or something for you. But you did get a lot of base cards in the various designs for Aaron. Bill Taylor, that's one of the buybacks. And we are on our last pack of the box. Oh, free man, I'm sorry. Did you have the Dodgers tonight? Because you said boo, so I'm assuming you probably did have the Dodgers, but it's not the Dodger you wanted. I know. Josh Reddick, foil card for the Astros. Cal Ripken, All Rookie Cup. Reggie Jackson is our photo variation short print for the Yankees. And that's going to be a nice little numbered card there. The Next Dynasty. It's got Aaron on it, numbered to 66. So that's Aaron and Greg Bird. Jake Lamb and our 30th anniversary. And then there was a Jose De Leon rookie. Whoops, we've got Severino trying to hide there for a minute. Now we've got a couple little housekeeping, I used to be able to speak, a couple of housekeeping things to take care of here before we recap. One of them is that we have these 3 announcer cards here. And what we will do with these is go to random.org and we will award those to one of our teams. So I think the easiest way to do this is just we'll copy and paste all of the teams from here. I'm going to take you along with me as we do this. And I don't think anybody's probably really, you know, chomping at the bit to necessarily have those announcer cards, but yet they got to go somewhere. So there's our list of teams. We're just going to hit random one time. Whoever comes out on the top will take those 3 cards, and it is the St. Louis Cardinals. Give me a hot second to write that down. All right. And let's switch ourselves all back to the same view. All right, so these 3 announcer cards awarded via random to the St. Louis Cardinals. We have 4 of these cards, so I will send 2 to the Rangers and 2 to the Astros. 1, 2. Oh, we have 5 of these. Ah, crud. All right, well, the Orioles will get 2. The Indians will get 2. And then who's going to get the 5th one? That's the question. Let's see if is it the same person that has the Orioles? That would be nice, wouldn't it? Then we wouldn't have to. Let's take a look. The Orioles is Bobby Got It. Who else did I say is on there? The Indians. Okay, now, so they are not the same team owner, so we have one extra one, and here's how we're going to do it. I'm just going to put in left and right, and whichever one, we'll go, there's only 2 things in here, so we'll actually do random 3 times on this one. First 2 don't count, so this doesn't count. Second one doesn't count. Third and final does. It comes up right. Okay, so that means that 3 of the cards will go to the Indians and 2 of the cards will go to the Orioles. Oh, that's not even the Indians, is it? Who's on there? Is that a Red Sox? No. Oh, it is. Mookie Betts. Sorry. I've been saying. Okay, well, anyway, 3 go to Mookie Betts. 2 go to Manny Machado. 3 and 2. So I don't know why I looked at it and thought it was the Indians. But anyway, that's how that's going. Then we will recap the rest of our hits here. Sejadin came out for the Dodgers. Josh Donaldson for the Blue Jays. Joey Votto for the Reds. Sean Newcomb for the Braves. Carlos Martinez for the Cardinals. Miguel Cabrera for the Tigers. Jesse Winker for the Reds. Justin Turner for the Dodgers. And then Miguel Cabrera to 99 for the Tigers. All right, so that is that's it for us tonight, guys. We just had the one break. And if you happen to miss me saying it earlier, I do expect that what we broke tonight will most likely ship out on Wednesday, give or take a day. And thank you, everybody. I always appreciate you bidding with me, breaking with me, keeping me company in chat. I hope I will see you again on another break. Always have new stuff going up. And, of course, there's already other stuff listed. So hopefully we'll find something else that you like somewhere along the way. In the meantime, have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll be back at it again tomorrow night. Thanks. Bye-bye.